Hey, Robin Slim, Ben Barbic here. How's it going, man?
Good. How you doing?
Good, man. Doing well. So, yeah, I appreciate you guys having me on, man.
No
You
problem.
got a full night tonight, huh?
Yeah, we're booked. Straight to
For sure,
10.
man. For sure.
Where are you calling from, Ben?
San Jose, California, man.
Nice.
Cali.
Yeah.
There it is.
You seeing any clowns?
Any clowns? No.
Yeah, we just did a story about clowns
Bay
harassing.
Area, right?
Yeah. They've
Yeah,
arrested
no, I
them.
haven't seen them today, man. I haven't seen them today. Hey, where you guys at? Where you guys located at?
New Jersey.
Oh, perfect, man. Perfect. Nice.
Southern New Jersey.
Oh, yeah, we're in the dirty part, man.
Is it?
The dirty South, yeah.
Where Sandy hit.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, man. No, you picked good timing on my interview, man, because the Giants play at 5 tonight. So.
Oh, yeah,
It's,
Kansas City is in the World Series, right?
Well, yeah, one before it, man. You know.
Okay.
So if they win tonight and tomorrow, they go to the
Okay,
World
okay. Good
Series,
luck.
man. So yeah.
Nice. Cool.
Yep.
So, Ben, how long have you been doing your music for? And how did you get started?
Yeah, I mean, I've been doing it a while, man. I mean, you know, I've always done music. I started recording just kind of almost like did like shows like you guys did, to be honest with you. And I just started recording my voice with my friends when I was even like 5 years old, man. I just wanted to hear, I just wanted to hear it back. I wanted to hear how it sounded, and I was interested in the whole process. So I started with that. Then I became a drummer for a while. I did drumming. And then a homie of mine bought an 8-track recorder. And he's like, hey, I want you to get on the mic. Let's see how that goes. So I got on it, recorded a couple tracks. Another friend of mine took it to Santa Clara University, which is around here. And they played it, and he came back. He was like, dude, everybody's digging these tracks. I was like, really? He's like, yeah, they're digging your flow on this. And I said, okay. So then I kind of dug in, and from there, my grandfather passed away. He gave me a little cash. I bought myself a Pro Tools rig, and from then it was kind of off to the races, man. It was just, it was like I knew this was what I was supposed to do. From like that moment forward, it was like, okay, I got to put in work on this. This is something that, it's raw, but if I keep going with it, we'll get something out of this. So
nice. Yeah, I like your songs, man. They got a great, vibe to them. They're positive. They're fucking chill. I like that, man.
Yeah. Cool, yeah.
And it said that you performed with Dell, the Funky Homo Sapien.
Yeah, man, it's kind of cool how that went about. So, I was in a band called Natural Effects, and we were doing like local shows where they kind of just do, I don't know, battle of the bands or whatever, right? And so we did a battle of the bands, and at the end, the promoter's like, hey, I want you to call this cat. And so I called him up, and it was kind of like, all right, this is the next level of promoter. And once I hooked up with him, it just kind of opened all these doors. So I was able to get all these shows and kind of follow it in. So I was able to take, what I got with Natural Effects and then kind of parlay it into my own solo thing. So, I've been grateful for the shows I've gotten, because they're good shows, man. The people that I'd like to listen to anyway. So it's like, to do shows with them, it's like it's a win-win,
Yeah, man, that's fucking awesome.
So who are your biggest influences? Because you do kind of have, it reminds me of Sublime a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of hit it with Sublime. I did listen to a lot of Sublime. As far as songwriters, I mean, I guess there's different influences, right? As far as songwriters, I really even could go back to like Bob Marley, Bob Dylan, Kurt Cobain, just with their essence, man. They have this essence about the lyric that the authenticity just shines through on such a deep level that it's like, wow, they really connected lyrically. So, songwriting, those cats really got me going. As far as lyricism and things like that, I think I'd have to say Tretch, man. Tretch's flows from Naughty by Nature were just like, they just kind of were like next level. And so, like a song like Craziest or even Everything's Gonna Be Alright, it's like, he was really talking about what he was really going through on that track, and it seemed like it was a little bit more honest than a lot of people were kind of laying down. And so you know, that honesty, I was like, oh, okay. I want to come from that place. I don't want to come from, you know, trying to manufacture this. I want to come from that honest place that people can relate to, and if they meet me, they say, yes, it's the same as what is on the record. You know what I mean?
Wow. That's cool, man.
Yeah.
That's it. You play all your own music, I figure, too, right?
Yeah, usually I play everything, you know, record everything, and then I got a friend of mine who I usually will send them to, and if something's lacking, because, you know, my guitar skill isn't the best, and I kind of do it to arrange it, put the chords in play, and then, you know, I'll send it to my friend Scott, and he'll kind of polish it up and kind of get it, you know, if it needs the fine tuning, man, he'll put it on it and then get it back to me, and then I'll keep going with it, finish it off. So, you know, it's a nice process. Basically, if I can't finish a track on my own, I can give it to him, have him polish it, and then keep going.
Cool. Do you do a lot of shows? You said.
Yeah, I mean, I've done a lot of shows. Right now, I'm really trying to keep it on these songs and these singles. I'm really trying to push this last batch of singles. I've had a couple really good, you know, connections come down the tubes, and I got some meetings next week that, you know, can really take it to the next level. So I'm really focused on getting product out there, you know, connecting with guys like you know, radio cats, and trying to get that going on that level, you know, right now, because I feel like, you know, if you just perfect your product, get your product there, then the more opportunities kind of open up, as opposed to taking the same tracks and performing it. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Is that what you're currently working on? Are you currently working on a CD, or just song by song?
Yeah, I'm working on it song by song. So I'm just trying to like release a single like every 3 weeks. You know, every 3 to 4 weeks.
That's cool.
Try and kind of release the product, and then just kind of have that build, and kind of, you know, build a nice collection of tracks that'll go together, and then kind of take that live with kind of the new sound, you know, the new branding to it, and everything like that.
Are you just on SoundCloud, or do you have stuff on like YouTube or anything like that?
I don't have anything on YouTube. I got like one video on what is it, Vimeo? You know,
Okay.
So I got like a music video from a track I got called Rat Race, and then I'm on Twitter and Instagram and all those. But as far as the music and where it's at, it's mainly on SoundCloud.
That's cool. Yeah, I like the SoundCloud. One of my friends was saying how he likes it because it's great to play on his phone, where some of the other, you know, podcasts, they don't play as good. He's got to get some app or something for him. But he said the SoundCloud works really good.
Yeah, it does, man, and everybody can, like, you know, access it right away if you know, if you need to get tracks around, or need people to, you know, sample the track to see where it can take you. It's like, it's just a good place to put your product and you know, circulate it around. Sometimes people can't open it on their phones if you send it differently. The SoundCloud seems like, you know, everybody can access it, and there's a ton of people on there, so
Yeah.
You know, you get all kinds of good responses when you put it on there. I know you guys are on there too for your shows, and I think it's a great landing place, because I don't know, it's always said, you know, the good shit rises to the top, right? And it's like, you know, it kind of works that way with SoundCloud. So you get good feedback. You get feedback from people all over the world, and there's a ton of people on there.
That's cool.
Yeah, when we actually started, we were just uploading like full shows to YouTube, and then I started looking into other things, and we do. Now I've only been putting the full shows up on the SoundCloud, and then YouTube I just use for like clips of the show, but because like we were saying,
I watch your clips, man. I like it. I think it's a good, you know, it's a good landing spot. It's a good format, and
cool. Thanks, man.
Yeah, I really dig it, man. So yeah, SoundCloud, yeah, it works good.
We're trying to get I always post it, you know, for people to call in, but we just haven't had, you know, a lot of callers for questions and all. We've got a lot of great interviews, but nobody's really been biting on, you know, calling in and asking questions and all that.
Yeah. I mean, that's too bad. You know, something like that, dude. It's like it'll come with time and stuff. I don't know if people just are timid to that stuff or what it is, but, you know,
yeah,
it's like you got listeners, and then you got people willing to kind of interact and hear their voice.
Yeah, you know, I know a lot of my friends will download it on the SoundCloud, so they don't get to listen live, but they do listen later.
Yeah. Yes, I mean, yeah, exactly. People got all different ways of, getting to it, and as long as they hear it, they hear what you're doing, they hear the interviews. It's like, that's where it's at. That's where it'll help grow and all that.
Yeah. Yeah, last week I thought we had our first call for a guest. It ended up being another guest that called at the wrong time. So.
Oh man! If I'd have known that, I would have pushed harder and been trying to get some calls on this so we can get some dialogue going, man. That'd be good to play off of for sure.
I don't know. Twitter seems kind of funny too, dude, because it just seems like a lot of people have been like. Well, we were looking up earlier. We were reading reasons. It seems a lot of people have been falling off, but it said like a lot of people will follow you to get you to follow them, but then they'll unfollow you and that kind of stuff. So.
Oh yeah, man, that's just crazy, dude. I don't understand. It's like if somebody digs you, stick with you. You know what I mean? If you just want random people that don't even have any interest in your product, it doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, you're trying to connect with people, man, through these things. Not like say, hey, I'm the greatest. Forget about you. And so, I don't know. When I see that, it's just like, man, what are you doing? Like. Nobody likes that. Nobody likes that being treated like that, man. So
yeah.
I mean, you see that with everything, right? You see that with Twitter. You see that with all of them. Is people kind of just click it and then, okay, yeah, I'll follow you back, and then unclick. So
yeah, we had one too when we first started. Like some said, we used to upload our whole shows to YouTube, and this was like a friend of a friend said something how they couldn't listen to it, and they didn't even give it a minute. They didn't even give it a minute.
They gave us 30 seconds. That was their exact words.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
I listened to 30 seconds of it, and I didn't care about what you guys were talking about. Like, what do you expect us to do in the first 30 seconds?
Man, it's like, yeah, exactly. I don't know. You want people that are into it and really give it a listen, because 30 seconds of your guys' whole show, how are you going to get anything out of it, man? You know what I mean? Like. There's ups and downs, highs and lows to a conversation. It's not like it's just all bam, 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 So
exactly.
Anyway.
So now being in so for you being in like California and stuff, have you met any like celebrities or anything like that?
Any celebrities? I don't know. I don't know about like high-end celebrities or anything like A-listers. I'm up in San Jose, the Bay Area, and they're kind of down in Hollywood. In kind of that area, So, we get more like the tech people up there, man. There's a lot of tech people that,
Silicon Valley.
Yeah, we get all that. We have all that around here. So,
what about when you do your shows and stuff? Have you met any other musicians that you've looked up to all your life?
Looked up to, yeah. I mean, honestly, Dell, dude, is one that I looked up to.
Yeah, that was awesome.
When I was younger, man. Yeah, because he had a unique flow. It was kind of in its own scene.
Yeah,
and he kind of stood apart from like the gangster and all of that. And it was like hieroglyphics and those guys, man.
I like that song he did with Gorillaz too. What was that? Clint Eastwood.
Yeah, exactly, man. So he stretched it a lot of ways, and like when I'm doing the show with him, man, it's like he's got CD after CD of him just freestyling and like. Just laying track after track after track after track, and it's like you gotta respect that, man, because it's like he's putting it in, man. He's been doing it a long time,
right?
So,
yeah,
you know what I mean. So yeah, that was kind of one of those moments where I was like, this is cool here, and I don't know, man. It's just nice. It's cool to process, and it's cool to connect with. When you're doing shows, man, you're connecting with a fan base that someone else has, and then they feel your music, and maybe it's even a little different than their music. It's like that's the connection, that I dig, and and you get similarities, right? You get people that compare you to different people, and like, okay, you sound like this guy, you sound like this guy, and you must have been influenced by this guy, and you say, well, not really influenced by him, but I could see how you would say.
Yeah, that's it too. Like everything, I don't think anything is completely original in music or anything. Everything's always, either been done before or something, but still, you can put your own like twist on it. So that's what I think you got, man, because you got that like almost reggae, like I can't explain it, like sound to you. That's just different. Like reggae, the type of hip hop, like it's cool, man.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I'm glad you dig it, man. Yeah, so. And that's the thing, right? Is you do that kind of thing, and then you get compared, like kind of like Mattis Yahoo. People say, "Oh, you sound like Mattis Yahoo." It's like, okay, I dig his tracks. but it's not like I'm, influenced by him. It's like I hear him, and it's another cat out there doing his thing that has a similar, whatever thought process, and comes up with a product that has some similarities. And anyway, it's just kind of how it works. I mean, even in radio, it could work that way for you guys. Where say, "Oh, you sound like this guy."
Yup.
Say, "Oh man, I never even heard of that guy." But okay, now that you say it, it sounds like it does sound like him a little bit, So
yeah, I used to get a lot. I sound like Steve-O. People always used to say that to me. And I was like, yeah, I've heard that 20 other times this week.
Exactly. Yeah, it's kind of old. It's like, man, it makes you question yourself. It's like,
That's
well,
my voice
all right,
and
what do I
shit,
do
yeah.
with that? It's like, forget it, man. I'll stay the same.
So Ben, is it just music for you, or do you have like other passions that you work on?
Yeah, I mean, as far as passions, man, music's my thing, dude. It's like that's what my focus is. That's what my downtime is. That's where I'm trying to focus the energy and push it and kind of go further. It's kind of like for me, man. It's you guys call. We connected at the right time because it's like I'm at a transition where I'm getting the next level of like input from cats, and it's like, okay, I got that scheduled. Like this dude just called me on the phone. Are you serious? So that just fuels the fire to keep
The
going.
rise,
Man.
yeah.
I mean, this is my passion, and this is what I'm going to focus on because obviously I'm doing something right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, that's what I feel too. Like that's why I don't know. I haven't been playing video games. I haven't been doing much of anything else, but working on like booking guests and all that, and content for the show, and
Making great songs.
Yeah, man.
yeah, I do. I do a little production.
Yeah, no, but that's how you got to do it, man. If you want to do this, it's like blinders. This is what I am. This is what I'm about. And the guy over there is doing it too, but I'm going to do it more than he does.
Yeah.
And I'm going to get further with it because I'm doing it more than he does, and I'm focused on this, and that's really what I don't know, dude. Like maybe even just like the last 4 or 5 months, just been like, okay, focus on this. No more shows. Focus on product. Focus on connecting with people, and see what comes of it. And dude, it works. I mean, it's just like, you look back and you're like, okay, now I'm here, and I've come a long way in half a year or whatever. So, that's kind of my motto is just stick to that. I mean, I got other hobbies, but they're not passions, man. They're just I like to watch basketball and things like that, but it's hobbies, man.
Yeah.
Do you do any like surfing or anything?
I have done surfing. It's cold as hell in the water up here, though. But
Oh, really?
yeah, Santa Cruz is right over here, but it's cold, dude. It's not like hot water, so you got to wear a wetsuit and all that. But yeah, I've surfed, and it's nice. It's fun. It's a good time.
Cool. All right, so I think we're gonna probably take a break soon, but before we did that, I wanted to know, like, we're definitely gonna play like one of your songs. What one of your songs would you want us to play?
You can either play I Rise Unknown Road. Those are the latest tracks. I've gotten a lot of good feedback on that. Unknown Road has kind of opened some doors for me, so that's the latest one I just put out. Just kind of about taking the road less traveled, man, and like we're saying, put the blinders on and just go for it, man. So I think that would be a relevant one. Just the Unknown Road.
Cool, man.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot for calling, bro.
Yeah, before we do let you go
I
too.
appreciate being on, man.
Yeah, definitely. We had a
Good-
lot of
good
fun.
thing.
Just tell the people where they can find all your stuff and what you got going on, and then we'll let you go and we'll play your song for you.
Yeah, cool. Okay, so yeah, you go to SoundCloud, Ben Barbic Music, or you can go to Facebook, Ben Barbic Music, all the same, and check it out, and tell me what you think. Send me a little comment or whatever, and yeah, I appreciate it all, man.
All right, Ben. Thanks for talking with us, man. It was cool.
Okay, all right, guys, take it easy, man.
Take
You
care,
too.
man. All right, guys. That was Ben Barbic. I think
Barbic.
Okay, and this is his song "Unknown Road."
Oh, you got it?
Man, I take my own road, embrace the unknown, spend life in my phone, trying to maintain my home, and a vulture swarm from the harm. drama, thinking that I fall, but I can take it all. Jab, swing, hook, sprawl, and I train through the pain. Try to form my own lane. When I break off the shame, only vision that remains, and I show no restraint. This is all that I can do. This how you rise to the unknown. Whoa, it's time to move on. It's time to lights on. It's time to be strong. It's time to belong. It's time for so long. It's time the new song got played in your head like 5,000 times. It's time for good times, and it's time to climb, and it's time for your life to go, go, go. And it's time to be strong, and it's time to move on, and it's time to start a life down the unknown. These songs were drugs, my lyrical slugs, the way these emotional thugs that keep just clouding my brain. The same, and I'm underground, and the line needs to rise, so I give my pride and spit back it up, and just climb and climb and climb and build them piles of emotional miles that I just run through it slightly, and I open doors to see more doors in store for my future. So I patch up the past, take the unknown road. It's time to move on. It's time to